Hello, everyone. My name is Seth, and today I'm going to play a movie game. If you look back on my channel, I've played a couple of different kinds of movie games, and I think they're fun. And I just realized it's been a little bit too long since I've played one, so I wanted to go ahead and do that today. I found a new one that I haven't tried before. It is called MovieGrid.io. It kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the other sports grid games that I've seen other people play, and I've played myself just on my own time. And so I think this would probably be pretty fun, so I want to give it a shot. But before we go any farther, go ahead and like this video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Also, if you saw my last video, I mentioned that I had some friends that were in an accident, and I'm still going to have the link in the description so you can donate to them and their families. Okay, so here we have the movie grid. We have Oscar-nominated film, title starts with A through H, ignoring the V in the title, and then released from 2005 to 2025. Now on the left side, we got Channing Tatum, Amy Adams, and Chris Pratt. So off the top of my head, Oscar-nominated film and Chris Pratt, I believe that Moneyball would count for that. So I want to use that. So let's go ahead, type in Moneyball. And that counts. About 16.5% of people guessed Moneyball for the Oscar-nominated film and Chris Pratt. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish off this Chris Pratt row. The title, starting from A through H, I think an easy one would be Avengers, either Endgame or Infinity War. So let's go Infinity War. Interesting. Only less people thought of Infinity War than they did for Moneyball. Interesting. And then released, pretty big time span. Let's see. I was thinking I wanted to do one that's like obscure, but I want to make sure I get it right. Doesn't do me any good if I don't get the correct answer. So I'm just going to go ahead, make it another Marvel one, and do Thor: Love and Thunder. 2%. All right, there we go. Channing Tatum, and title starts with A through H. Immediately, I think of Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. All right, that was 22%. A lot of people were thinking that. So I'm not necessarily unique in that thought process. Released from 2005 to 2025, I thought of, what's the name of that movie? It came out, I didn't end up getting to see it. I think Zoe Kravitz was in it. Is it Blink Twice? Yes. Blink Twice with 2%. And then Channing Tatum in an Oscar-nominated film. That might be one I'm going to have to come back to. I like Channing Tatum, but when I think Channing Tatum, I don't necessarily think Oscar-nominated films. So let's go down to the Amy Adams row. Oscar-nominated film, I'm thinking, I might be wrong, maybe just because I love it so much, but I think Arrival would count for that, but also Arrival would count for A through H. Let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and do Arrival, and then we'll figure out. All right, yep, 31%. All right, so we got 3 guesses left. This doesn't give you any room for mistakes. Like I said, I would rather get these right than just get it wrong, searching for like a very rare answer. Released from 2005 to 2025. That was a weird way for me to say it. Nobody says that. I'm thinking I want to go ahead and go with I think it's Nocturnal Animals. That's the one that she was in with Oscar Isaac. Yes, 6.6% on that one. Let's see. So now we're doing an Oscar nominated film that Channing Tatum was in, or a title of a movie that starts with A through H that stars Amy Adams. Oh. What's the movie where she was the Disney princess? Is that, am I completely wrong by thinking that that's Enchanted? Um, that might not be the name of the movie. I'm gonna go with it. I think that's right. Yep. Oh, also that was not that rare of an answer. Okay, now we are moving the last one, Channing Tatum, an Oscar nominated film. This is kind of difficult for me because I'm not like, I'm not the biggest expert on the Channing Tatum filmography. Because like I know he's been in a lot of movies that wouldn't get an Oscar nomination, like the Magic Mike movies, and then he was in stuff like 21 Jump Street. I don't think that'd be getting any kind of Oscar nominations, even though I like the movie. He did like the Step Up movies. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a little bit later in his career. Oh, I just remembered that he had a cameo in Free Guy. I I loved Free Guy, but think I don't think that that's gonna be nominated for any Oscars. He was in Bullet Train, which I really liked. I don't think that's going to be an Oscar nominated film. He was in The Hateful Eight. Now, that's Quentin Tarantino. So you would think that that's probably somewhere got a Oscar nomination in some kind of category, right? I'm going to go for it. I'm not confident in this, but I'm trusting in Tarantino that this has an Oscar nomination. And it does. Okay, I don't got all of them right. Let me look up real quick for Jennifer Jason Leigh being nominated for Best Supporting Actress, Best Cinematography, and one for Best Achievement in Music. Let's scroll down and take a look at some of the most popular guesses. Okay, so Arrival and Enchanted were to the Foxcatcher. I forget about that movie. I forget about Foxcatcher. Very good, but I completely forgot about that. Magic Mike, yep. All right. And then some of the rarest guesses. Really, Free Guy. I was thinking Free Guy, but I didn't know if it was nominated for an Oscar. The Eagle, I am not familiar with that. Muppets, yep, that's right. Looks like the percentage of correct guesses was this one up here that was released between 2005 and 2025 for Channing Tatum. All right, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Let's see, can we do yesterday's? We sure can. All right, here we go. On the left side, we have Leonardo DiCaprio, Reese Witherspoon, and director and actor Johnny Depp. So what does that mean? Does it mean it's... Oh, okay, that's kind of a weird way to phrase it. I was wondering if that was a director or an actor who worked with Johnny Depp. So I'm guessing that's just Johnny Depp. And then over here we have the title begins with a vowel, double letter in the title, and released from 1990 to 2010. So double letter for Leonardo DiCaprio immediately makes me think of Killers of the Flower Moon. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not getting my typing skills exposed right now. All right, let's go. Killers of the Flower Moon. All right, 9.5%. Title begins with a vowel, and we're ignoring the. So the first thing I'm thinking of there is The Aviator. Wow. I wouldn't have thought that would have been 42%. I don't think I don't hear a lot of people talking about The Aviator. And so released from 1990 to 2010, I'm thinking that Inception works. I can't remember exactly when Inception came out. Did that come out after The Dark Knight or like right before it? Um oh well, that's kind of tough because I'm having a feeling it's 2011. I have a feeling that Inception is 2011 and that's not gonna work. Of course, I could just go Titanic. Let me just do that. Yeah, I know it's not necessarily a rare one. Okay, I have to look now. When was Inception was 2010. I couldn't remember when exactly it was, but it sure was 2010, so that would have worked. That might have gotten me a better score because maybe other people were having the same kind of deliberation as I was, not knowing if it was 2010 or 2011. For double letter in the title for Johnny Depp, I think of Nightmare on Elm Street because you got the double letters in street. 2.5% on that one. Now, a movie released from 1990 to 2010, one of the Pirates of the Caribbean will work. So let me go with that. I don't I don't know what honestly with all of these, I don't know what the first one was. All of them really kind of blend together for me. Let me just do uh Dead Men Tell No Tales. Sure, that'll work. Did that not work? Was that one of the later ones? See, I I listen. I think the Pirates of the Caribbean movies are fine. I've never been a huge fan of them. That's what they get for all being so forgettable, other than Bill Nye as Davy Jones. And I can't even tell you. I don't know what movie that was. So I guess I just randomly clicked on the one that was the last one. Double letter in the title word for Reese Witherspoon. Legally Blonde. I know that one will work. That was also 32%. So a lot of other people had the same idea. All right. So also for Johnny, should I go that one again? I don't know. I'm missing one of them. I'll leave that one. Well, I'm not going to be able to fill this out because it's stupid Pirates of the Caribbean and their forgettable movies. But I know he was in Fantastic Beasts because they had that whole thing about him being recast. Did you not give me that either? What? Did I clicked the first one. Am I like am I correct? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. All right. I am going to IMDb for this. All right. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That's the one I clicked on. All right. Scrolling down to the cast. Looking at the cast. We're looking at the cast. There's no way. Do not tell me I was wrong on this one. I can guarantee you he was in these movies. Was he just in the second one? Come on, man. Ah, no, I was right. This website is wrong. Look at him. Right there. Johnny Depp. He Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. He was in the first movie. So don't tell me, game. All right, so now that I'm officially smarter than the game, I guess let's see if we can just answer one of these other two. Johnny Depp was also in the Alice in Wonderland movies, unless the game's gonna tell me that he wasn't. And I'm not even gonna I'm doing the second one because I don't want that thinking I mean the original. So, all right, fine. Listen. I will take the one from me guessing the wrong Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. But no, come on, game. I was right. I'm never gonna let that go. And I can't even think. I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to think of a movie that begins with a vowel that Reese Witherspoon was in. That's the one I really wanted to answer. So I'm just gonna go over to release from 1990 to 2010. She was in Walk the Line. All right, 10%. Play with unlimited guesses. Any of the guesses will not count toward your score. Well, I don't know. Just show me the results at this point. Yeah, whatever. Let's go down here. Election. Never seen it. Legally Blonde was the top answer for both of these. Shutter Island. That's a really good movie. Titanic. One of the Pirate of the Caribbean movies apparently worked. Some of the rarest guesses. The Aviator for the released from 90 to 2010. Interesting. Penelope, Overnight Delivery. Never seen it. This is interesting. Those are definite, especially down here for Johnny Depp. Those are definitely some rare films. Percentage of guesses. 82% of people got that. Okay, so that one, only 51% got that one. Like I said, I couldn't think of any of her films that started with a vowel. I blame the game on this one. I guessed twice on this one. One, whatever. I'll take the L on that. The Pirates of the Caribbean movies are just so forgettable that I forget which ones came out which year. But I was right on Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. All right, so looking around here just at some of the other games, you got Off Script, a TV Grid, which I would not be nearly as good at TV. You got Classic. We can go back and play through some of the dailies from the past, but I think that's all the time I have for this video. Played a couple rounds of this. One, flawless, no issues. The other, I blame Pirates of the Caribbean and the game for me being smarter than it. But that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see me do this again, like I said, we can go back and play the archives, so I would be willing to do this again. And if there's any other movie games that you want to see me try out, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to give those a shot. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Like I mentioned, the link to donate to my friends is down in the description below. I would really appreciate it. I know they would as well. You can follow me on social media pretty much anywhere at CinemaSeth, and I'll see you next time.